Ciao friends from beautiful Alba, if we could see it, but right now it's full of fog because this is how this area is. But we are in Piedmont, Italy, and today we came to Alba to do one of the top activities that Alba is known for, is the truffle hunting. So we're gonna go look for truffles. Right now we are in front of a cemetery, and in Italy this period is the period of All Saints. You see people with flowers, with brooms, with dusters. They come to see and clean the resting place of their loved ones. Right now we're gathering here to go on a tour, and we're gonna follow a car into the woods, and then we're gonna experience the truffle hunt. We just parked now and we met the little turbo who's gonna be the guy who's looking for the truffles. He's a little bit worried about the camera, and we are in the truffle season now. It's the fall, so we went with a truffle hunter that has been doing this at least for 40 years, and many generations in his family have been doing this. So we are here to see how this white gold is found in nature.
He's the fourth generation in this family that truffle hunts.
E lui c'ha la trentesima.
So he's a part of the lineage. So probably she says maybe even more than the fourth generation.
C'è sangue di 130 anni di...
Totally. There is 130 years of blood in their lineage of truffle blood.
We learned a little bit about what conditions need to exist in order to find a truffle. The profession is passed down from father to son and for many generations. Also, which type of trees need to exist, how many years it takes for them to grow, and then all of these conditions that need to exist in order to find a truffle. So now we're gonna go into the wild, and the dog is gonna do its thing. The dog has been taught to love eating truffles since it was born, and not all dogs can make this profession because some of them, they just don't like to eat it. So those who like to eat it are selected and brought to do this job.
Anche perché questo è un mestiere che non c'è una scuola, non c'è un...
This is a job that no school teach you.
Qualcuno che ti insegna se non è della famiglia.
There must be, you must find a person normally in the family that teach you all secret. So it's a little bit easier to start with the training, but the fact is that the dog must like to eat the truffle.
Usually when there is poplar trees or hazelnut trees, that's where the truffles are found. Black truffles are found by the hazelnut trees, and white truffles are found by the poplar trees.
Good nose.
So there are two competitors to the truffle hunters. One is the wild boar because it has an amazing sense of smell, so it can smell and dig and find the truffles. And also the slug, because the slug eats the truffles and then it poops it, and then it spreads it around. So now we are in the area where they know we can find truffles, so we're about to follow the dog. So Turbo found a black truffle here, and the funny part is that the slug knew that there was the smell of the truffle, so she was attracted. She started coming. So now we're going to continue on to other parts of the forest.
Must earn your lunch.
I know.
Aspetta un po'. E più mi avvicino, più si avvicini, più aumenta.
Oh my God.
He's more excited.
Yeah.
One truffle, so Turbo understand it. To avoid that he eat the truffle, he receive a treat back. So now Turbo know the game, so actually want a treat. 1 meter.
So we're finding a white truffle, and it's a big one. You can see it from the size there.
Qui non manipolare, qua.
He's digging. He's digging around it. There it is.
We judge it beautiful because it's round. So when
qua.
you slice it,
Trovo.
you obtain a very round these.
Wow, che bello.
And
Even the smell of the soil around the truffle was intoxicating, and now we can see why there's a difference in the price as well. The demand for it is very big and it's very rare, so the price as well. They can find black truffle throughout the year and it's easier to find. But I'm so excited that we got to see it because it's not always a given that we find one, but yeah. Is a nice experience. Yeah, so we're running because something is happening. Turbo is a real turbo. He's not waiting for us. He's doing his job. So now we're running there to see what's happening. He found one before we got there. It was a black one.
And when you buy this kind of dogs, because he finds truffles. He finds truffles.
Vendo la moglie per meno, ma non entrare. Vedete che io ero là, parlavo con voi, lui gira. Lui come io sto
He's doing the job. The men allow the dog where is the right place, but then without the dog it's impossible to do this.
A good truffle hunter needs a very good dog. Just like a good team in football can only win if they have great players like Ronaldo. The dog is very important, and for Turbo, somebody even offered $10,000 to get the dog because he finds truffles. It looks like he found something there. So he smells the soil because when it's a white truffle, even the soil smells like it.
Oh wow! Ooh, white truffle. Whoa! Oh, an underground fluid.
Si vede bene.
Millions of years ago, we were under the seaside.
Questa terra blu
And we changed it. We were under the seaside and outside several times in millions of years. So this, the composition of this land is just a deposit, stratification of substances. And this blue part
questa è
mix
sabbia.
it with the sand. This is sand, as is the beach, as it is the seaside.
e questo si sbriciola.
And this seems to be a rock, but it's soft.
Quindi
It's
questo
clay.
mix,
And
questo
this
mix
mix-
di terra crea il tartufo e il vino.
Yeah, feed their family.
So this area was underwater, so there is organic deposit here. Like where else used to feed from that when it was under the sea. So now this combination of the terroir is what creates the best wine, what creates truffles. So it's the right condition in the right place.
Yeah, we were.
This is the magic recipe. So the next time we eat a truffle, we will always remember how it is found in nature and who is the first person who touches it, which makes it even more precious and more enjoyable. And of course, the price of the truffle is very high because only a few people and a few very, very prized dogs can do this job. Behind me is the woods where we went to find the truffles, but there are also vineyards all around. It's such a magical, beautiful place, and this is the area that is not as well known as Tuscany, but you will see that the scenery, the wine, everything will remind you of that area. But Piedmont is also known for producing some of the best red wines in the world, like Barolo, Barbaresco, Nebbiolo, which are very prized red wines because of the specific conditions that makes it an ideal place to grow the grapes that produce those quality wines.
60.
60 euro.
Faccio...
Okay. each one.
So after a nice morning of looking for truffles, now we're going to do an experience with the other thing that Piedmont is known for, which is wine. So we came to this family-owned winery called Curto. They cultivate mainly the Nebbiolo grape, which is what is used to make the Barolo. And they have vineyards that are 100-plus-year-olds and also some young vineyards. We are very excited to be here and to see the process, and we cannot wait to try the wine.
Adesso qua noi stiamo camminando appunto in una vigna secolare, queste sono piante di Nebbiolo, come dicevo questo vigneto ha un'età media di circa 100 anni ed è un privilegio, una responsabilità importante insomma. E da queste vigne noi ci facciamo il Langhe Nebbiolo, che è la parte più bassa della collina, mentre la parte alta viene adibita alla produzione di Barolo. Tendenzialmente la parte alta, almeno in questa zona, noi notiamo che le piante reagiscono meglio generalmente ai microclimi, diciamo, della collina.
After they take out the juice of the grapes to make the wine, this is what remains, and it's mostly the pulp of the wine, and then from this they take it and make it into the grappa.
In 79, my uncle, that is Eglialtare is one of the father of the group of Barolo boys. This year Elio went to Burgundy and start to copy the vinification of Burgundy for bring in Piedmont, for Piedmontese Nebbiolo, because in effect Nebbiolo and Pinot Noir are quite similar grape. With this idea, they come back to Piedmont and start work in a different way. The vinification started to be done by single crew, by single vineyard. The attention, the focus goes on the grape, so lesser production for have more quality and more concentration of the taste. People know this group like Barolo Boys, and there is also a movie. In effect, they work very well, and when today you can speak about a modernist Barolo or traditional Barolo, but the modern and the traditional are also changed during the time. My purpose is work with both the method, but in a natural way, in a natural vision. Today I work without use any chemical. We are organic. The grape come from a fantastic vineyard, and the grape doesn't see chemical. The taste is so intense, so juicy, so fruity that our purpose is bring this grape in the glass. Stop.
So now we're gonna try some Barbera, Barolo and Nebbiolo.
Questi qua sono base Nebbiolo.
Okay.
Il Nebbiolo e il Barolo. Invece la Barbera e la Fresa hanno un cepage autonomo, cioè la Barbera è Barbera, la Fresa è Fresa.
Ok.
Sono due uve diverse. Okay. E lo sentirete nel bicchiere, perché la Barbera, già da solo dal colore, è assolutamente diversa dal Nebbiolo. E ha un colore molto rubino.
Salute!
Salute! Cincina! Questa è una Barbera, e la Barbera è un vino molto fruttato. È un vino che si accompagna bene col cibo, ha anche una bella acidità, per cui spesso è il compagno della tavola, cioè spesso si mette sul tavolo la bottiglia di Barbera ed è subito festa. Now I serve you Barolo. Barolo 2020. Barolo is Nebbiolo grape, storage for 4 years, 2 years in wood. 2020 was a particular vintage, was the vintage where we live with anxiety, because was the vintage of the COVID, but the nature in this year was very relaxed. The sky was blue, the season was very nice, with a nice sun, sometimes rain, and the season was very, very good for the wine. This Barolo is an elegant Barolo, deep, but in the same time very approachable and ready to drink. Usually Barolo need a long time for permit to the wine to have the tannin more velvety and rounder. But in 2020 we can appreciate also very young.
So we just finished our wine tasting. It was such a beautiful experience to be with the winemaker. This is a family-owned winery, and the experience is that you sit with the owner of this place and they tell you the stories and everything, and it's just priceless. One thing that was very interesting for me is that there are a few people that are credited with Barolo being a famous wine around the world, and her uncle was one of those people. You never know that you will meet one of those influential people in changing the course of, this region that is known for the Barolo. We are in Barolo, the name that is known all over the world, from this tiny, tiny place in Piedmont. This beautiful, gorgeous area where we are looks like Tuscany, but we are in the northwest, close to Germany and France. And this area is known for some of the best red wines that exist in Italy and in the world. And now we're gonna try another winery owned by a female, which makes me very proud. And this place fuses a little bit of design with tradition and winemaking. The owner of this place grew up walking through the vineyards with her grandpa, and now she came back to her roots to create this amazing and modern place. So we are excited to see a few different kind of wineries, from a small mom and pop kind of business to a more established wineries. If you come here, that means that you love wine and food, which, as you know in our name, we're a Trek and Eat, so this is everything that we love. The place is gorgeous, the sun is gorgeous, although the days are shorter, but the best time to come here is in the fall because you see the foliage changing. We are very lucky because we didn't see any rain. It's very beautiful, so we are excited to try the wine here as well.
The architecture is so beautiful from outside. When you approach the winery, you can see this representation of these two wine boxes stacked one on top of the other. It's really cool.
So this whole winery is full of design elements, and one of them is this area where they load and unload merchandise, and even this is very beautifully designed. They explained to us that it takes about 4 years to paint this outside area, which is beautiful, but inside there are different areas. One is the summer, one is the fall, and each different area represents a different season. The summer area represents the farmer finishing their work, putting down their cat, and going on vacation in the dream car, which is very beautiful. We saw where the wine was made. It's such a beautiful tour because it's so design focused as well. Now we're gonna try the different kind of tasting. I'm gonna do mostly reds,
Yes,
from the Nebbiolo grape, and Andrea's gonna do a different wine. Yours
I
has
wanted
even a white.
I wanted
Yeah.
to sample a little bit different wines.
And this is a grape. I forgot the name of it.
Nascetta. Apparently, like
Nascetta?
Nascetta is the only surviving white grapes from the Langhe.
Yeah, native grape.
Yeah, native.
Of the Langhe.
The
All right,
Nascetta.
and it's beautiful sunset time. Cheers.
Cheers.
In the next episode, we will travel further in the region, visit Barbaresco, learn about wine at a wine museum, sample delicious food, and visit wineries that look like they are from a distant future. If you are not subscribed to our channel, please do so you won't miss the next video.